Well, Resolution is apparently back in the headlines again, and of course they're using it to try and belittle the Xbox One without properly educating the consumer on, how this stuff works and what it is, because, more pixels don't just automatically mean better image. All right. So I want to go ahead and, put my, my perspective in, my 2 cents in, and maybe try and, help some people, clarify exactly what this is. All right. So here we have it. This is a square. All right. Now, this will represent our image. All right. Now, the image comes along, and that's what it is. No matter how you chop this image is always going to be a square. The image on the left is a 2x2 resolution, and the one on the right is 4x4. And you might think, wow, double the resolution, but in reality, same exact thing. Now, this is Mario, and he'll help us further our discussion here. Now, this is pretty much how every image that you look at on the screen is put together. It's a bunch of pixels, all right? Different colors arranged in a way that helps bring an image to life, all right? Now, this was an 8-bit character, Mario, all right? And I chopped him up. Now, his resolution is pretty much doubled, all right? Now, does that make him a better character? Of course it doesn't. It's still the same exact thing. But you might say, but the pixels are always the same size, which is true. So let's shrink them down. Wonderful. All right. So those are the two images. All right. And you might say to yourself, well, that's the difference right there, right? The one has more pixels. It's a bigger image, bigger, whatever. But once you upscale it, still, it's the same exact image. Same exact. That's what upscaling is for. It's the trick behind it is it's the quality of the image that you are actually upscaling, the quality of the source material. If you have something that's a picture that's 600p, and then you put it onto a 900p screen or a 1080p screen, it doesn't matter. It's always going to be that same image. All right. And, they don't really tell you that. Now, this is the new Mario. All right. And you can see that he's a lot more detailed. And that's because he has more contrast, better design. And that's why he stands out. The other Mario, even if we bring up this other Mario on the right, he's way more pixels, way more better resolution. OK, but he'll never be better than the one on the left, because he's not designed that way. And that's the point that I think that we're missing as gamers, and that gaming media has failed us. We've all seen these comparisons right here. And they say you're trying to tell me that this is different. This image, these two games are somehow different from one another. That's foolish. You look at the same shadowing, same lighting. There's if you want to go into detail, you might find maybe a small, slight blur on a pixel or two here, but you're not going to see anything significant because it's the same source material. Now, look at something like Rise Son of Rome, all right? The game, 900p, beautiful, all right? Nowhere near photorealistic, but extremely close. Well, not extremely close, but as close as, in consoles as we've gotten so far. And, 900p, everything in it is 900p. And it has every single bit of detail that you could ever want. All right. And I'm going to go into more of a discussion about the quality of the image and the source material in another video. But I just wanted to say, yeah, you're not really going to do too much better than this, on PES, 720p. I mean, it's not going to get anywhere close to this, and this is 900p. So of course, just looking at, just comparing the two, I mean, yeah, it'll be fine. I mean, it's probably just the image chopped up more, and that's it. All right. So, I mean, I want y'all to leave some comments and questions if you have any, because when I do the next one, I want questions so I can answer them and I can address them. And, so yeah, just check me out later on, and thanks for watching.